All right. Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, depending on when you're watching this. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune in. We are with Steve Lastman here from Villas of Distinction. He's going to be talking to us about some upcoming trends for the festive season, as well as things to look forward to for next year. So I'm going to turn it over to Steve. Thank you so much for your time.
Emily, thanks for having me today. It's really always been my pleasure to sit down and chat with you. So, yes, I am Steve Lastman, Vice President of Villas of Distinction. We are absolutely the ultimate in social distancing accommodations right now. What I want you to get out of this presentation is number one, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about why us, what makes us different, why you would want to go to a travel advisor and have them choose a company like ours versus going to an Airbnb or a HomeAway, these do-it-yourself sites. But the one thing I want you to notice, because I do have a lot of pictures throughout this presentation, is notice the villa product and notice the quality of the villa. No matter what price range, the quality is always going to remain consistent. So I always love to start at the first page, which of course, a very handsome picture of myself, but of course we have this beautiful golden retreat in Breckenridge, Colorado. We literally just added Breckenridge 2 weeks ago because of the demand for domestic product, which I am going to talk about. So without any further ado, we will move on. So I always love to start here for two reasons. One, picture yourself sitting in one of these amazing chairs. This is Hot Springs, Virginia. This is one of our villas there. But that view, can you imagine the fire pits going there, glass of wine, red wine, maybe a glass of bourbon, whatever your favorite glass is, and just looking at that. That is what we give you. That is the life is good experience. But I start with this slide because of our commitment not only to you, because our philosophy is guest first, but our commitment to working with the travel advisor community, because we truly believe that an advisor is your best resource than doing it on your own. And whether it's booking a private villa, whether it's booking a cruise, a tour, whatever you're booking, we are strong proponents of travel advisors. We have been so honored by the travel advisor community. And there's an award that goes out, the Travi Awards, that is voted on by travel advisors, which we have won 5 consecutive years as the best villa company, and we thank the advisors for that. But again, it's more about guest first. The advisor always puts their guest, their customer, you first. We always put you, our guest, from the advisor first with everything we do. So I want to start here because this is really what people want to know about post-COVID. Peace of mind. We want to talk to you about what kind of changes have happened. Well, number one, I'm going to start with safety and protocol. We reached out to every single one of our homeowners, every single one of our management companies in the 52 destinations around the globe that we service, and we asked them, you need to sign and agree and adopt what's called the VRMA health and safety protocols. VRMA is the Villa Rental Management Association. It's like the overseeing body of all villa rentals, and they came out with about a 20-page document with safety and health protocols. And we asked all of our homeowners, we want you at minimum to agree in writing in a contract to establish these standards at a minimum. So in this document, and anyone on this this call, Emily, can go out and Google VRMA health and safety protocols, and it will come up. But it talks about how to clean the villa, what types of chemicals to use in the villa, how to train the staff to clean the villa properly, what things to put in a villa for the guest usage. Things like hand sanitizer gels, hand sanitizer wipes. So things like that. It also talks about how to train staff to interact with the guest, because at the end of the day, we want the guest to be safe. We want the staff to be safe. So the staff goes through temperature checks before they come to a villa every day before they come to work. They will wear gloves. They will wear masks. Many of them wear the aprons as well. So it's a really good document that really overviews how to keep the guests safe. Then we talk about the travel policies. So we've been working with all of our homeowners again to make sure that we have the most lenient travel policies for people that are thinking of booking now. So relaxed cancellation policies, relaxed final payment timeframes, relaxed deposits. So it's really about trying to create a comfort level for your guests, Emily, so that when they do come to the travel advisors, they know that their money's going to be safe and that they're going to have some flexibility if they make a booking. And God forbid, we don't see any good results when it comes to the vaccine that's going to be coming out. So So let's start here. I always just There is no better picture to describe what we do at Villas of Distinction than this. This to me reminds me of a Thomas Kincaid painting. This is actually an actual photo of one of our villas in Big Sky, Montana. I'm going to be,
Gorgeous.
yeah,
Love.
I mean, I see this. I want to just actually print it out and just hang it on my
I
wall because
know.
it
Beautiful.
literally is a Thomas Kincaid painting, and it's just gorgeous. This is actually a four-bedroom villa. I have it further in the presentation. I'll show you the interior, but look at this: four bedrooms, and the starting rate on this villa is under $1,200 a night. So you're looking at under $300 per bedroom per night for this. And we'll get more into that when we talk about that. But let's go to why Villas of Distinction and why travel advisors would want to use Villas of Distinction. So we do not want to have the most villas. Interestingly enough, Airbnb is just filing an IPO. So all of their information is out there for people to read if anyone's interested in buying their stock. And it's interesting because when you look at what their goals are and what their future goals are, their goals are technology and to get as many villas as they possibly can around the world. Okay. They currently have about 6 million villas in their inventory. We don't want to have the most villas. We just want to have the best villas. That's why we have just over 2,900 fully vetted, fully inspected, fully guaranteed for quality villas. We can stand behind whatever the travel advisor offers to them. With these do it yourself sites like Airbnb or VRBO, which is hitting the airwaves with a lot of advertising, when you have 7 million homes, I guarantee you they're not inspecting them. They're not guaranteeing the quality of them. They're just bringing on more and more. And even in their IPO, it says, we want more homes. Well, that's not us. That's not the travel advisor. We want to make sure that you have the experience that we're talking about. Here's an example of a brand new villa that I'm just adding in Branson, Missouri, the Pineapple Bungalow. Beautiful, cute little villa. So again, remember that. We don't want to have the most villas. We just want to have the best villas vetted and inspected in something that we can stand behind. Another thing to be careful of, watch for third-party registrations for payments. Many of these do-it-yourself sites don't even take your money. They farm it out to a third-party registration company that's just a payment platform, which means you're paying a payment platform who's paying the homeowner direct. With us, you're paying Villas of Distinction. Why is that important? Financial integrity. We are bonded and insured. We have to be because of our relationship with all the travel advisors, and specifically Virtuoso. It's required in our contract. With these do-it-yourself sites, there's no bonding or insurance required. So you know your money is about as safe as it's going to be with a company like ours. So this third-party registration, also your name and information could possibly be sold to a third party for marketing. We don't do that. We full compliance, so we don't even keep your information on file. Once we make the charge, that information has to go away because of credit card compliance. If you're not familiar, it's just you and your traveling party in the villa. There's not thousands of strangers. So again, hence ultimate and social distancing accommodations. All of our homes, as I mentioned earlier, are checked from top to bottom. We offer 24/7 customer care in the unlikely event that something were to go awry in the destination. We have boots on the ground in every single destination we sell, and we have 24/7 customer care here in North America. So you and or your travel advisor can always reach us 24/7 in the unlikely event that there's a situation at your villa or you have a personal emergency and you need both of our help to try and help you with that emergency. Talked about the financial integrity. We partner with the travel advisor community. Moving forward, we give you from 1 to 42 bedrooms in 52 destinations around the globe. We offer a wide variety of pricing from it's about 250 now because we've added some new domestic product, which tends to skew lower, up to 50,000 plus per night. We're in 52 destinations all throughout the Caribbean, Mexico, the USA, Central America, Europe, South Pacific, Indonesia. The new demand, though, right now, Emily, obviously, due to the pandemic, is domestic product. So we have been adding domestic product again within the confines of what we're looking for, vetted and inspected. But we have added places like Branson, Missouri. We've added Tennessee, Hot Springs, Virginia, the Carolinas, New York, Connecticut. We doubled our inventory in Utah and Colorado. We've doubled our inventory in California, and we've added Big Sky, Montana, and more is coming. So we understand that demand for domestic product, and we don't think it's going to be a real quick flash in the pan. We need it now. We think because people are now getting used to going into, domestic villas as opposed to resorts, that demand is going to be there to stay. So we're really looking to continue to beef up our domestic product. The travel window now is very interesting because we're one of the few travel companies that's actually very busy right now because of the pandemic. Again, hence the ultimate in social distancing. But we're seeing people want to go away next week, next month, next 2 months. So it's a last minute cycle. That being said, we're still booking 2021 and 2022, and we actually got our first request this week for 2023. So people are really, both looking short term and still looking long term, because we believe that pent up demand. I know me personally, I want to get on an airplane and travel somewhere. I know there's pent up demand. I talk to my friends, I talk to travel advisors like you. Everybody cannot wait to start traveling again, and we're going to be ready and we're going to be prepared. So if you're not familiar with a villa, let me just give you the high value experience of a villa, and then we're going to talk about the services, and then we're going to look at some villa product for you. So when you're comparing dollar for dollar a villa versus a compatible hotel, you are going to get a much better value per person in a villa. Hence, going back to that villa in Montana, 4 bedrooms for about $300 a night. And when you see the quality is incredible. So it is often less expensive to stay in a home versus a resort. And in the home, you're going to get your living room, your dining room, your media room, your full service kitchen. Many of them, if it's a sun destination, will also have pools or be on the beach. Some of them come with staff, but we can always add staff, and we'll talk about that in a minute. So dollar for dollar versus getting a hotel room with just a bedroom and a bathroom, it's a better value. I talked about the greater space. Where you'll really save money is on food and beverage expenses, because that's really where a villa can save you a lot of money. But again, it's about what experience does the guest want. Do you want to have a full service chef cooking meals for you in the villa? Do you want to go out to dinner? Do you want to have breakfast and lunch at your villa and then go out? So whatever it is that you're looking for, the savings will be tremendous, because think about it. We're doing grocery store pricing, not restaurant pricing with every meal. So give you an example, in Dominican Republic, the average cost per person per day for food and drink is about $70 to $75. The average food and beverage cost in Los Cabos is about the same. The average in Turks and Caicos, because it's a little bit higher price destination, will probably be about 100 to 125 a day. But when you think about that, compare that going to like a Four Seasons resort just for breakfast, you'll spend $50 to $75 per person just for breakfast. So your savings on your food and beverage is going to be significant, and it's going to be fresh. If you go to Jamaica and you want food right out of the water, the chef will go right to the beach, and the fishermen will come up and have the fresh catch of the day right on their line. So
And it's
it's
so
really
also customizable too, right? Based on the family needs. Yeah.
exactly. So
Yeah.
if you have a chef and you need gluten free, or you need kosher, we have many of villas where we can kosherize the kitchen and bring in a kosher chef, or if they want a kosher kitchen and do their own cooking. But vegetarian, any of that can be tailored to the guest. And what's nice about it, when you have a chef, you're not telling them at every single meal what your allergies are or what your needs are. They know that, listen, this person's a vegetarian. They're not going to put meat in front of them. They're going to cook a dish just for them. But it is really about the experience. And that's what I'm really going to focus on now, which is the experience. But before I go there, again, and I love this little house, this North Star Sierra Gold, which I also have later in the presentation. I want to highlight again the difference of working with a travel advisor in Villas of Distinction versus that do-it-yourself site. We talked about inventory, $7 to 8 million homes versus just over 2,900. So that talks about the quality. Okay, so you cannot vet that many homes. You can't stand behind that many homes. We work in concert with you, the travel advisor. Why is that important? Because neither one of us wants to just sell you something. We want to make sure that we create and find the perfect experience for the guest. So, if we don't think that this home is right for you, and you don't think, Emily, that this home is right for the guest, we're going to find another home. Whereas if you go to a homeowner direct, their only thing they want to do is sell you their home because that's their home. It's about the experience, which we're going to talk about in a minute. We offer a full service concierge where, with these do it yourself sites, they offer a menu of maybe 6 or 7 options that you can choose from. And then you're part of a group doing this group experience. With us, it's tailored to what you want to do. And I'm going to talk about that in 1 minute. Customer service, again, 24/7 customer care versus who do I call? Where is the owner? What are they going to do for me? Okay, and you're going to find the owner. I could tell you there are villas in Italy and in the Caribbean where the homeowner lives in the U.S. Okay, so how are they going to take care of it when we have boots on the ground in the destination? Financial integrity, you're paying us, a bonded and insured company, versus paying a homeowner. When the hurricanes hit, you might recall in 2017, Emily, we were the only villa company that gave every single customer that was impacted by the hurricanes a full refund. Nobody else did that. Everyone else said, hope you had insurance, or just lost their money. Again, our service, and this is really important, we follow all the local laws and guidelines. I'll give you an example. In Paris, for example, you have to have apartments, have to be registered, have to be approved. You can't just rent an apartment in Paris. If you are, and it's not an approved apartment, and somebody in the building sees the rental, they can literally call the local authorities and they can come and ask the person who's renting that apartment to leave. Okay. We only use fully vetted, followed by certified apartments in that particular case, so that your guest would never have that situation. On Airbnb, I can assure you there are probably apartments on there that are not certified by the local authorities. So just be careful of that. If somebody was going to go to a do-it-yourself site, that would be a question I would ask. I just put this slide in here because I think it's important to show you what this. So this is actually a staff at Serenity on the Beach in Jamaica, which is a great staff, by the way. I stay at this villa whenever I go away, a small little 4-bedroom on the beach, because Gladstone, who's the gentleman in the middle, is the best butler in all of the Caribbean, in my opinion. It reminds me of the Seinfeld episode with the Tic Tacs. You need to give him Tic Tacs because, if you even think you're thirsty, he's going to be there with a cocktail for you. It's just crazy. And Maud is the chef, who's incredible. But you notice they're wearing the gloves, they're wearing masks, they're wearing aprons. They are temperature checked before they come in every day. So this is obviously going to be the new site that we see when we're bringing staff in. So now we're going to talk about the concierge team, because this is really what's the most important part. Anybody can rent you a home, but a travel advisor cares not just about where you're staying, they care about the experience that you want. And your experience is important to them and to us. So we can do just about anything. You want a steel drum band to greet you at your villa in the Caribbean? We can do that. You want a photographer because you're having your grandma's 95th birthday party in the villa. You want a photographer to record the event. We can do that. We had one in Jamaica where they wanted a reggae band to celebrate the 95th birthday. We did that. Cooking classes, wine tasting, cigar rollers, spa treatments, yoga classes, character breakfast. We do character breakfast in Orlando in the villa. So you don't have to go to Disney and sit online and be with 5,000 other screaming children. You can bring the character to the villa, and the character will spend a half hour with you, an hour with you. We had one client that had triplet granddaughters, and he wanted princesses. So we brought Cinderella, Rapunzel, and Belle to the villa so that they could hang out with the 3 princesses at the villa for an hour. So talk about a great experience. But it really is, tell us what you want. As long as it's indigenous to the area and it's legal, we will make sure we can make it happen for you. And that's really what we want and what your travel advisor wants. The holidays, no different. You want a Christmas tree, you want Santa Claus to deliver presents to you, we will make that happen. If you give us information about the children, we relay that to Santa. And Santa will talk about that, saying, Tommy, I heard you helped your sister do her homework this year. That was a really nice thing. You're on my good list. So, we try to personalize it. For the guest, whether it's Christmas, Hanukkah, Easter, you want the Easter bunny, you want birthday parties, you want anniversary parties, whatever it is you're looking for, we will bring to you. Right now, the big thing for us is that celebration and the social distance weddings. We're getting more and more involved with social distance weddings, social distance anniversaries and birthday parties. So whatever it is, we can do. Now, I know many of you are going, well, do I have to go away for a week? Do I have to go away for 2 weeks? Do I go away for a day? It really depends on where you're going in our 52 destinations around the globe and what time of year is it. So, for instance, we have villas where you can go for one night, you can go for 2 nights, like Los Cabos. You can do a 2 night in Los Cabos. You can do a one-nighter in Las Vegas if you want. You can do 4 nights in Orlando. In the Caribbean, high season, generally speaking, they want 5 nights, but I've seen 4 nights. Over festive, it's usually 7 nights. In Europe, pre-COVID, it's usually Saturday to Saturday, 7 night pattern. We'll see what happens as we come out of COVID and whether there's flexibility with that. That's really the unknown at the moment. But for now, it is a 7 night Saturday to Saturday. So there's really flexibility. So my thing is, if you want 3 or 4 nights or more, reach out to the advisor, see if we can help you, and we'll try and find a destination that will take that. So there's definitely flexibility in the number of nights that you need. I know a lot of you might be thinking, because we're seeing it now, which is the holidays, we're seeing a lot of last minute holiday requests. There is definitely availability. There is more availability for the Christmas week than there is for the New Year's week. New Year's is definitely a tighter inventory than Christmas. But I could tell you, for Christmas, I know there is availability in the Caribbean. So like the Dominican Republic, is an easy one to get to because of the requirements. Mexico is another one. It's limited availability, but there is availability. The Caymans has a 2-week quarantine in effect. So if you were going to go for the holidays, you definitely want to consider that and know that if you want to go for a week, you're going to be quarantined in the villa. It may not be the best place for you. The BVI's has availability. Turks and Caicos definitely has availability for Christmas. Not as much for New Year's. New Year's is very tight. I know there's maybe 2 or 3 villas that are available for New Year's right now in the Turks. Domestically, again, it's also like that. Christmas is a little bit more open than New Year's. So it's definitely not too late to ask. I would definitely reach out to the travel advisors and ask them. Most places want 7 nights over the holidays, but there's definitely flexibility because it's last minute. So definitely reach out for, February break, President's Week, Easter week. There's definitely there's a lot more availability than for Christmas, New Year's now. So it's never too early. And who wouldn't want to be at one of these absolutely gorgeous villas? I mean, they're just spectacular. So, we service the world, as I mentioned earlier, Europe, the Caribbean, Mexico, Asia, but we're going to focus on some of the destinations that you're going to travel to right now. So we're going to start in the United States and give you just some options to look at and kind of wet your whistle here. So Big Sky, Montana, amazing products there. We have over almost 24 villas ranging from 320 a night, up and up. 4 to 6 bedrooms. As I mentioned earlier, we were going to take a deeper dive into my favorite one, which is Bear Den Lodge. This thing, look at the size, almost 5,000 square feet. Again, just a tad over $1,100 a night starting. But look at the interior. Again, now as we start getting into looking at the villas, what I really want you to notice is no matter what the price point, the quality is always going to be phenomenal because we are very particular about the quality that we offer. Yes, this is more Western in its motif, but you would expect that in Big Sky, Montana. New Mexico, we have Taos, New Mexico. We have this Wilderness Lodge. I love this villa. Why? Because it sits on the highest possible peak in Taos in the ski area. Look at that, 10,200 feet above sea level. A 5-bedroom, 5-bath home starting at under $750 a night. And again, look at the quality of what you get for that. So 5 bedrooms, $750 a night is less than $200 per bedroom per night. You're not going to find a hotel that's compatible to this price range and get this quality and the space. And again, social distancing accommodations in the time that we're talking about. Just beautiful. Tennessee, I love, I love all of our villas because the views are incredible. But we have Raccoon Ridge, which is a really cool 6-bedroom, 6.5 bath, starting under $1,000 a night. Look at it, indoor pool, game room. I mean, it's just crazy. Fireflies in the Night, another great villa, 7 bedrooms, almost a little bit more than $100 a night. And again, look at the quality of what you get. You're not going to find a hotel with that quality for $100 a night.
Those views are incredible, those
Oh,
panoramic windows.
I'm
Wow.
telling you, Emily, I always, whenever I do these, I picture myself sitting at one of those with the little fire going, with my little sweater on at night. I drink whiskey with a little whiskey in hand. My wife would have her vodka or tonic in hand. My friends would have their red wine. That's what's great about it. Everybody can have everything, and it's not going to cost you an arm and a leg because you're paying grocery store pricing. Think about wine. When you go to Costco or you go to the grocery store to buy wine, a good bottle of wine, $18, $20. You get that same bottle in a restaurant, it's going to be $60. So, I mean, it's just the savings is incredible. California, as I mentioned, I love this Casa Calibre because I think it's such a cool looking house. But let's talk contemporary dreams. This villa, people talk about California. Oh, it's very expensive. 3-bedroom, 3-bath, the highest per night rate, the peak of the peak, under $1,400 a night for this home, which is within minutes to some of the best hiking trails in the Coachella Valley. I mean, just incredible. And look at what you get for that. Even at the peak of the peak, you're not going to find that quality in a hotel at the same price range. Just incredible. Now, if you want to go to the best of the best, because I had to put this in here, as you know, this is our Malibu luxury estate. This thing starts at just under 20,000 a night. So this is the best of the best. 15 bedrooms, 10 baths, and when I hit the advance to the next slide, you're going to see why. Look at the lower left-hand corner. I want to sleep just in those gardens. I don't have to be inside the villa. I mean, it's just absolutely spectacular. Look at
That
that.
kitchen is a dream.
It's I mean, look at the size of the kitchen,
Yeah,
right? The
it's incredible.
the
Yeah,
media room. I mean, it's just yeah.
yeah,
But you would expect
beautiful.
that for $20,000 a night. Just gorgeous. Now, if you want to go to Beverly Hills and live like one of the stars and have people gawking at you, we can put you in the Allure Estate. A little bit less than 20, starts at 8,000 a night. But again, look at that. I love that view from the swimming pool to the house. Just incredible. And the floors. Who's shining those floors? Look how they shine. I mean, that's unbelievable. Another beautiful villa. But again, we're looking at the best of the best. And I wish I had the bathroom shot, that little small photo in the bottom. I wish you could see that better because it is absolutely stunning. So let's move to Lake Tahoe. I told you we were going to come back to Sierra Gold. I love this villa. I think it's a cute little villa. Again, well appointed, but it also allows small hypoallergenic pets. So for people that want to go away with a small pet, small meaning less than 20 pounds. I know there are people out there that probably have German Shepherds that they consider small pets, but for this particular house, it's a hypoallergenic, must be hypoallergenic, less than 20 pounds. They'll accept pets. And we have many villas that will accept pets. It's more about when you take your pet along, what are the requirements, which is where the travel advisor comes in again. What are the
You could see my
requirements?
dog in the background. Yeah,
So, but look at it. Starting at just over $600, $200 per bedroom per night. And again, look at the quality of what you're getting for $200 a night. You're looking at pricing wise, Holiday Inn style pricing, but not Holiday Inn amenities and beauty. South Carolina, very popular now with us. The summer was crazy, crazy, crazy busy. Fripp Island, Hilton Head, Sea Island, Harbor Island. And look, a beachfront property. Can you get any closer to the beach starting at under 500 a night for beachfront property? Crazy. Then we're in Hot Springs, Virginia, as I mentioned earlier. This to me, it's called River Ridge Ranch. I call it the Brady House because it reminds me of the Brady Bunch. I'm expecting, Mike and what was his wife's name? Can't remember. But Mike Brady to come out with the kids, you know, and go, come on, kids, let's get in the car. Alice, we'll be back. But that's what that house reminds me of. But I love this one. We have an actual farmhouse that was converted into a villa, 5 bedroom, 3 bath, starting under 400 a night. So it's less than $100 a night. And look what you get. You can't get a red roof in for under $100 a night that's going to look as good as this. Just amazing. Tybee Island, another pickup that we added this year. Again, $500 a night starting. What you would expect for kind of like a beachy front type property. So I threw this in here for a little break. So when we're talking about this with you guys, we want to know, if you could have one experience set up at a villa, what would it be? And this is, by the way, Sweet Boca's. This, if you want to get away from it all, this is probably the nicest villa and best villa we have for getting away from it all. This villa, actually, if you look behind it, all that land belongs to Sweet Boca's. It is incredible. Your villa, the only way to get here is by boat. So you have to come by boat. So all I say is whoever you travel with, you better love them because it's just going to be you, the staff, and whoever your guests are. So think about what experience you'd want. And then the second question, go ahead.
I was just going to say, for me, it would be a cooking class. I would love to have like some sort of chef come from the regional area.
I have so many things that I want to do, and I'm happy to share with you some of the things that I've done. What I loved, so from the Caribbean side, as I mentioned earlier, Jamaica is one of my favorites, and there's a place in Jamaica that's called Stush in the Bush. Most people don't know it. It's a restaurant kind of retreat. They can do yoga classes up there, but this gentleman, Chris, and his wife bought like 20 acres of land off the grid. They moved up into the mountains and they opened up a vegetarian farm to table restaurant, and they'll walk you through everything. They'll walk you through the land. They'll talk to you about what they grow, how they make it, what they grow impacts your body. So if you say, I have a headache, they have something they can grow there and they can give it to you. So it's a really cool experience. And I love it. Every time I go to Jamaica, I go there. And I'll tell you what, if I had Chris cooking for me, I could be vegetarian because he makes bacon out of coconut that you swear you're eating pork bacon. It's unbelievable. So incredible experience. Another one of my favorites is when I go to Italy, if I'm going to the Amalfi Coast, obviously I'll stop in Rome, take the train down, go to Pompeii, hire a private, guide to do Pompeii. But as I'm going to the Amalfi, there's a little place that you can stop at. It's called Cantina del Vesuvio. And what it is, it's a vineyard that was built, and the vineyards grow in the ashes from Mount Vesuvius. And you go there and you do a wine tasting and a pasta tasting meal that is absolutely spectacular. A little place in the middle of the vineyard, and you're sitting there, and the sun is shining. All the vineyard is around you, and they're bringing you pasta and they're bringing you great wine, and it's like, oh my God, life is good moment. I got a million of those, Emily, that I could share with you. But before we leave Necker Island, when will you feel comfortable traveling again, and where do you want to go? Just let Emily and the team know, because I think that's an important question. We should all start thinking about where and when we want to go away. And Necker's a great place if you have I think it's about 20 bedrooms, and it is a private island, full experience. It's somewhere in the $100,000 to $125,000 a night range. So get all your friends together, and you can have your own private island. So that's our little break there. Let's move on. So New York, we have lots of villas out on the east end of New York. This happens to be one of my little favorites because it's kind of like this little 2-bedroom beachfront property. But look how close the bedroom is to the sand. So either, depending upon the type of person you are, you can roll out of bed and just walk right into the sand, or you can roll off the sand into your bedroom at night, depending upon what type of person you are. Then we have this. This is an incredible house. This is a brand new home that we picked up this year. It's a beach house out in East Quogue. You want to talk about social distancing? There is no better social distance house than this. I think the only thing you might encounter is a dolphin maybe coming up by the water's edge, but it absolutely stunning. A little higher priced. We're starting to get higher up in the price range, but you'll see from the quality, really nice again. And look at those views. All windows everywhere. Incredible. Then we have in West Hampton, Pristine Dunes. Another great property. Again, quality. This is one of my favorites that we have out there, the Village Beach Retreat, and I'll tell you why. It's like its own little compound. So I put this picture in the upper left-hand corner, and you'll see access to the beach, has its own private tennis courts. You have water views on both sides of the house. So that's a pretty cool house. And again, a quality for what you're getting. There's a new house that just been built. I call it the White House of Eastern Long Island, Villa Osprey, because it does look like the White House out in Eastern Long Island. This is going to be total high end. You could tell about how secluded it is. These are pre-furnishing photos, just so we had something, and that's coming very, very soon. Then, if you want, once you're ready to go back to New York, go to Broadway. You want the best of the best. We have an incredible Midtown townhouse, 5 bedrooms, 8 baths, stunning in Midtown Manhattan. So let's go to Florida, where you're going to see the rates are now coming down. So on the Panhandle, here's an example of Ooh La La, 5 bedroom, 4 bath, starting at $236 a night for that. And there's the quality of your interior, starting at $236 a night. What is that? Like $40 a bedroom a night? You definitely can't find a Red Roof Inn for that. Then our most popular family destination, which is Orlando. The homes we have in Orlando are absolutely incredible. This is Nona at Reunion Resort, 12 bedrooms, 12 and a half bath, starting at $2,000. That's $166 a bedroom a night. In this villa, you have a full half-size indoor basketball court, which is also a squash court. The basket goes up into the ceiling. You have 2-lane full-service bowling alley in here. You have a Turkish bath, which comes with a Turkish spa, the steam room, sauna. It is incredible. And if you like name dropping, because I can name drop, Lady Gaga stayed here with us. So if you want to sleep where Lady Gaga slept, go to Villa Nona. And it's got some incredible themed bedrooms. This is Tranquility, another villa similar to Nona, 12 bedroom, 13 and a half bath, same price range. This is a picture of the one of the kids' bedrooms. This is the Star Wars room. As you notice, 4 bunk beds. All the bunk beds have their own TVs. In the middle of that spacecraft is an Xbox 360 game station. Now, in front of the Stormtrooper, you see that little hut? That hut, there's a little secret passage door. It takes you into another room. It's a Nemo under the water playroom for kids. The I don't like to say this in today's times. I call this the boys' bedroom. The girls' bedroom is a princess bedroom, and it has Belle and Cinderella, and it has little princess dresses that you can dress up in that particular room, and they sleep in a beautiful castle. But I'm not going to say boys and girls. It's just kids' rooms, but incredible. Then we go to Connecticut. This is one of our top sellers in the tri-state area. This is Villa Salt Acre, a 9-bedroom, 12-bath on this incredible peninsula. I think it's about 8-acre peninsula. This is all yours when you rent this particular villa. It's a little bit more pricey, starting at a little over $5,300 a night, up to a little over $18,000 a night, but drop dead gorgeous and beautiful interiors. Park City, we have many different villas in Park City. This is one of the smaller units. This is a Woodside Villa. When I say smaller, talking 5-bedroom, 5.5 bath, but looking at the pricing of, just over 11, almost 1,200 to 5,000 a night. But again, quality. To something like this, which is Gandahara. Gandahara is, you cannot get any closer to a ski in, ski out villa. This is in the exclusive gated area of Deer Valley. You literally are going to ski right into your villa. There's no question. Gorgeous villa. This villa, if you know anything about art, has original Banksys in the villa as well. Incredible artist. Your own theater room. I mean, just spectacular home. Upper end of skiing. Then we have Aspen, we have Breckenridge, we have Vail. Here's an example of one of our Four Peaks estates starting at 3,800. And then for the person who wants the absolute best of the best in Las Vegas, we have it. This is Nobu Villa. This sits on top in the Caesars Palace Resort on top of Nobu Hotel. No better view on the Vegas Strip. This one depends on the pricing, depends on whether you have food and beverage. This outdoor deck can hold 100 people for a reception. Right now with COVID, it's limited to 50, but it is a negotiable rate. But if you just want the villa with no food and beverage and you're not gambling, it's about 30,000 per night, and you can book it for one night, and it's 3 bedrooms. So I'm going to move a little bit, Emily, into the Caribbean now. We're going to talk about a couple of our key destinations in the Caribbean that are open that guests can go to now. This is Aqua Bay in Jamaica at the Trial Club. What I love about our villas in Jamaica, they all come fully staffed. So chef, butler, laundress, housekeeper, gardener, poolman, all included in the pricing. So you're not paying additional for that. The only additional cost you would have once you pay for your villa, and look at the cost for that with a full service, is your food and beverage and a gratuity for the staff in order to recognize them for the great service they have. But just picture yourself sitting in one of those, right? Look at that view. It doesn't get any better than that with your butler bringing you. And look at the quality of what you're getting. Just incredible. But my favorite picture is this one, because you're going to be sitting there, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, having your butler serve the meal that your chef's preparing that you've decided on the menu. Okay. So it's not the chef just bringing you out whatever she or he wants to make. It's what do you want to have? So the menu is deserving of what you want. And look at that view. Doesn't get any better than that, please. Then there's Fortlands Point. This one is a great villa for celebrations because they have a large lawn. You can do yoga classes here as well. Here's their own private little beach. And again, I'm going to go back because look, 2,000 to 5,000 a night for a 9-bedroom with a full staff. The quality again of what you get. And my favorite part of this villa, sitting out by the fire pit, red stripe in hand, whiskey in hand, wine in hand, whatever your drink of choice is, and you can see the sun goes down behind you, so you get incredible sunsets, and you have a beautiful beach there as well. And it has all the toys you would want, so kayaking, windsurfing, you could do it all from the villa, which is pretty cool. Now we're going to move to Punta Cana, which again is open for people right now, and there is some availability for festive. This is Arrecife Royale, an absolutely stunning 9-bedroom, 9.5-bath home. Again, look at the range of pricing. The average weekly rate here is under $15,000 for a 9-bedroom with chef, housekeeper, waiters, and a golf cart, and it's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Everybody overlooks that. Your rooms all see those gorgeous view. And there's your average bedroom. Spectacular. Nobody would be unhappy no matter what bedroom they got, right? It's gorgeous. I put this in here because this is important. This is, as I mentioned earlier, we do a lot of celebrations. So we do probably more 50th and 60th birthdays and anniversaries at these 3 villas. Why? Because they work so well together. It's Arrecife 23, 24, and 25, which is 2 4-bedrooms and 1 5-bedroom. So you can book just 1 villa, you can book 2 villas, or you can book all 3. And what's great about it is the staff all work together. So maybe everybody has breakfast in the morning at their own villa, then you have lunch at 1, dinner at 1, and the celebrations. We have done some amazing parties here. So this is a great venue for parties and celebrations, weddings, anything you want to do. But the most of what we do here are parties, and it is a blast. I haven't been invited to any of them, but I see what they do. I see what they bring. Live bands, cigar rollers, manicures, pedicures. It's unbelievable what we've done for people here. And you're looking at, if to give you a ballpark, depends on the season, but you can rent all 3 of these for about $45,000 to $55,000 for all 3, and that's including your staff, which is crazy. Turks and Caicos, we have both fully staffed and partially staffed villas there. Gorgeous. Awa and Villa Sentosa are sister properties on Grace Bay. Wonderful villa products, fully staffed. You can combine them or do them separately. Salacia, Amazing Grace, Coral House. I love Coral House because Coral House is that old, like British colonial feel. So whereas Awa and Sentosa are more modern, this is that old colonial feel with the white stone blocks. It's spectacular. When you walk in there, you feel like you've walked back in time. It's incredible. Great staff. Now moving to Mexico, this is the best of the best of in Los Cabos. This is Casa Fraser. This is an incredible villa. It sits right above the one and only Palmilla to give you an idea of where it's located. Gorgeous. That swimming pool, as you can see, 90,000 gallon, 2,000 square foot pool. It also comes with club access, so you have access to Club 96, which is a beachfront area and another pool if you have kids that want to, gather with other kids and play. It also has Club Espiritu, which is the gym and spa area. So it includes that. Everybody gets around with golf carts here, and we do an amazing tequila tasting party up here. Absolutely incredible. It sits at the highest point, so it has the most gorgeous views. And if 6 bedrooms are not enough for you, Michael Dell's private residence is right next door. And yes, we have access to it. So you can add 4 more bedrooms by putting Michael Dell's home in for a 10-bedroom celebration. Amazing home. I can't say enough. The staff is incredible and the chef is out of this world. If you want to step down a little bit but stay in the same development, this is Villa 462. About half the price, but the same gorgeous amenities that you would get there. And again, we have even lower price than this, but I wanted to share with you some of the upper end on these. Real quick, just throwing in 2 little slides for Italy, because when Europe opens up, there is no better place to go for an experience than Tuscany, the Amalfi, Sicily, Apulia, the Lake District. Mwah, incredible. This is one of my favorites in Tuscany. This is Poderosa. Look at this 9-bedroom villa starting at about €300 a night. Crazy. And then, of course, my favorite villa in all of Positano is Villa Giulia. Look at that view. That's enough for me right
That's
there.
incredible.
That view.
Yeah.
That view.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. And there are steps to the right that you can't see that you can take down and walk all the way down to the water. It's about 800 steps down, but you're stopping along the way at little cafes, little shops, and you eventually make your way to the bottom. Also with this villa, 3 cool things actually. One, has parking for 2 cars. If you know anything about the Amalfi Coast, parking is an absolute premium. You have parking for 2 cars here. Number 2, you have an elevator in this villa because it is built into the mountainside. You do have to climb about 50 steps from the parking to the front door, but once you're inside, there is an elevator. And lastly, it has a wood-burning pizza oven here. And I always recommend for people that do this villa, hire a pizza chef, do 1 night of pizzas and calzones. It is unbelievable. Absolutely over the top, amazing. But the best part is grabbing a glass of Chianti or whatever your drink of choice is and sitting right there and looking out at Positano. It's amazing. Love this particular villa. Always like to throw this really quickly in the mix. We're a company that wanted to give back, so we did 2 big promotions this year. One was we honored healthcare heroes, so we actually gave away 4 villa vacations to 4 healthcare workers around the country. We had 3,500 people submit entries for people nominating them. I read all 3,500, believe it or not, over a period of time. I don't know how we selected winners. I narrowed it down to 10, but any one of them could have won. And then I don't know if you saw on Kelly and Ryan, we gave away a free honeymoon to a couple whose wedding was lost. And again, in all of these that we did, you will see if you search online, we always say we highly recommend using a travel advisor because we want to make sure that we hone the message that everybody uses a travel advisor. So as I mentioned, travel advisors are at the heart of everything we do. This is a private island in Portland, Maine that we're going to be bringing on very soon. Holidays are the #1 villa vacation, so it's never too early to look to book festive or never too late. As I mentioned earlier, we're booking into 21 and 22. And even, like I said, our first booking for 2023. We will help you, the consumer, consult with your travel advisor. Just ask. We're more than happy to help in any way with the travel advisor and the consumer. And just remember, we always put the guest first. The travel advisor always puts the guest first. And with that theme, this is how much we think of travel advisors. This was an ad that we put out there to tell you why we think travel advisors are your best advocates for you. And it says it right along the bottom. They advocate for you, they partner with you, they do all the work, and they are the experts. So as Asta coined years ago when they said, if you don't use a travel agent, you're on your own. I think it's more prevalent now than ever. We strongly suggest, we don't want you calling us. We want you calling a travel advisor because they have your absolute best interest at heart. And by using Emily and one of her travel advisors, because we're all part of the Virtuoso network and Virtuoso family, which is one of the best groups of agencies out there today, we give, because there's a thing called the family community, we give all kids 4 to 12 an Amazon Kindle Fire for Kids as a gift from Emily, from their staff, from the staff of the travel advisor. We give that as a gift so that you can enjoy your time on the beach while the kids are playing with their Amazon Kindle Fire. But you can only get that if you see one of the advisors as part of the Virtuoso network.
That's so generous. That's very nice.
And with that, I say thank you very much. I know we've been together for a really pretty long period of time, but I love doing this. And Emily, I don't know if any questions popped up while we were doing this, but I really want to thank you all for sharing time with us, and looking forward to welcoming you to one of our villas again. I cannot stress enough, even if you don't book Villas of Distinction, go to a travel advisor because they will have your best interest at heart. Don't go to the do-it-yourself sites on for villas. Would you really want to risk your vacation dollars on a company that has 7 million, 8 million, and potentially more villas around the globe that are not vetted, that are not inspected? You're giving your money to someone you don't know. You're giving your money to a travel advisor who you know and you trust, and always has your back. So I cannot stress that enough. And again, Emily, thank you so much. And I'm happy to answer any questions.
I don't think we have any extra questions now. You covered everything. It was very thorough. Thank you so much, though, Steve, for your time. We really appreciate it. And I can't wait to share this out with our clients.
Awesome. Thanks, Emily.